I have put together 10 hacks for you to go ahead and look at to improve your CTR. It could range from a very minimal. It could range from a very basic suggestion to some things which need extra inputs and extra time that you would have to invest and figure it out. Nevertheless, it's important to know what are these 10 hacks that you could use to grow your CTR for your Google Ads campaign, irrespective of the network. There's no denying the fact that Google Ads is extremely important to your digital marketing stack. When you look at Google Ads, one of the metrics that is very crucial, but which is often overlooked at, is something called as CTR. CTR stands for click-through rate, and the way CTR is calculated is pretty simple. CTR is the total number of clicks that you have received divided by the total number of impressions you have received for a particular keyword multiplied by 100. It is always calculated as a percentage. Now, CTRs may range from 0.00001% to technically 100%. Now, the percentage of CTR defines just one thing: how clickable is your ad. You may be using the world's best copywriters, the world's best designers to get your ads designed and written and created, but if these ads are not click-worthy, if people are not clicking on these ads, they won't come to your website. Now, CTR is the only metric that is important for you because it serves as a bridge. A click serves as a bridge between the user searching for something or looking at your ad and then making a decision to click on it or not and then come to your landing page. So what stands in between both of these stages is your click, and what determines how good is your click rate is CTR. Now that we have gotten the definition of CTR out of the way, it is extremely important that you need to maintain a good CTR, a healthy CTR, and keep improvising it as the time goes by for you to go ahead and reap beneficial results. Because until a user comes to your website, how are you going to convert him? How are you going to measure his activities? How are you going to track him? How are you going to optimize the journey for him, right? So CTR is something that is crucial and it has to be improved, come what may. Without further ado, let's get started. These are the 10 hacks that I have put together for you to go ahead and optimize your CTR and to make sure you get a decent CTR. First thing that I would want to focus upon is to make sure that you need to focus on something called as your ad extensions. Let's assume this is your ad. Now you have an ad here, and what your ad does is your ad gives information out to users who have searched for your keyword. Now, after they have searched for a keyword, they will go ahead whatever is written in your ad. But what an ad extension typically does is it gives the user additional information. It could be links to additional pages on your website, which are called as site links. For example, if the keyword is, let's say, formal shoes for men, right? Your ad may talk about men's shoes and whatever description and the ad headlines that you would have included. Now here you can have links like men's shoes, women's shoes, shoes on sale, and maybe clearance. Right? Now these are additional site links, are nothing but additional links on your same website, right? If he's looking at formal shoes for men, maybe he can click on this, go to the site and figure out. But what if he's looking at discounted sales or discounted shoes or shoes on sale? So he doesn't have to go to the ad, click on the website, go to the men's section, then figure out. He can straight away click on this link which is talking about shoes on sale. So he will directly click on this, which will go to that specific link on the website which is talking about sale. Now then, you can also include something called as location extensions, where the address of your business is mentioned in case you think that's relevant. Sometimes your ads will also showcase telephone numbers if it means calling. For example, if you're a plumbing service and it makes more sense for people to call you directly, you can provide extra information in terms of your telephone number. So location extensions basically have site link extensions, you have call extensions, you have location extensions, you have price extensions, you have promotion extensions, you have lead extensions. So there are a lot of extensions that one can leverage upon to make sure to improvise your CTR. The second thing that we are talking about is dynamic keyword insertion. Dynamic keyword insertion is a feature where headlines are automatically inserted into your ads. For example, if you're talking about a company like Maybelline, which is selling lipsticks maybe, so there are a lot of shades and there are a lot of colors that a range of lipsticks may have. So using dynamic ad insertion, what it does is it will automatically insert the headline and the display URLs automatically. Whatever the keyword the user is searching for gets automatically inserted here, so that you don't have to worry about that, including that particular shade. Because imagine including or writing ads for 400, 500 odd shades that you may have on your website. It doesn't make practical sense. So what this does is that it will automatically insert the keyword as the headline for your ad. It saves a lot of time. Not just that, it also makes it seem very relevant to your ad and the keyword that the user is searching for, which will help you increase your CTR for that keyword. Then you have something called as responsive search ads, which is something that we all do, which is 15 headlines and including 4 descriptions on your ad, so that the AI ML tools come together and start optimizing your ad to what the user may be searching for, which increases relevance, thereby improving your CTR. Then you have negative keywords. This is a nugget of gold. Now, most of the times we focus on adding keywords that are relevant, right? We are so focused on adding so many keywords that we think are relevant, but we forget about what the user doesn't need. What could harm your campaigns potentially? We often forget what could harm your potential campaigns. For example, if you're only flying an airline from, let's say, domestic routes in India, but you have people searching for flights to Thailand, flights to Vietnam, and let's say flights to China. I doubt if you want to go to China, but if you're including that, what you have to do is you have to include these keywords as negative keywords, which means the presence of this word in the user's keyword will not trigger your ad. So make sure you use enough negative keywords. It is not just limited to keywords. You can use negative placements. You can use negative topics. You can exclude certain locations. You can exclude a lot of things. So make sure you're taking advantage of the exclusions that you have. Adding keywords is important. Adding relevant keywords is very important. Adding long tail keywords is even important. Long tail keywords have a tendency of conveying a very, very, very definitive purpose behind purpose when somebody is searching for that keyword. Buy shoes is a good keyword, right? Buy formal shoes may be a relevant keyword, but including something like buy black laced formal shoes, right? This is a long tail keyword, which means this guy is pretty serious about what he wants, and there's a chance that he might convert better or click your ad better if this is being shown on your ad, which will help your CTR go up. Then you have audience targeting and custom audience segments. We will come back to that in a second. All right. Now, this is something which I figured was important. Now, when we are writing ads, you need to make sure that your main keyword is added in your ad, right? So make sure when you're talking about ads, your main keywords are present in your ad. Because most of the times we have a very good set of keywords, but your ads won't talk about your keywords, which means there is a mismatch in the way Google sees it, because somebody is searching for Samsung phones under $300, but your ad is talking about all Samsung phones. But your ad is talking about all mobile phones under $300, which is not what he wanted. He wanted specifically Samsung phones. So make sure you put your profitable keywords or the main keywords into your ad text when you're creating ads, so that your CTR goes up. Then you have device specifics. Make sure if your audience is coming from mobile or tablets or desktops, identify what traffic matters to you, and then start bidding on these effectively. If you don't want, let's say if you're talking about promoting an app like Uber, you don't want desktop traffic. So please reduce your bid adjustments by 100% so that your ads do not even show on desktops. So this is how you can take advantage of device specific bidding that you have. That's exactly what I have mentioned here, which is bid adjustments. All right, have a strong call to action in your ads. People need to be told what to do. You need to tell them buy now, click now, download now, sign up now, register now, attend now, shop now, whatever. So you need to have a strong call to action phrase in your ads. Most of the times we assume that people know what they're doing, but sadly, most of the times they need to be told, because they are so busy in finding the right piece of information that they have to be told what to find, what to do after they look at the ad. So having that call to action phrase can only improve your CTR and will never hurt you. Then you have leverage on audience targeting and custom audience targeting in Google Ads specifically, because custom audiences, custom intent audiences, and you have these audience targeting mechanism where you can target about people who are actively searching for your product, which means they have a better possibility of people interacting and engaging with your ad. So doing this will also increase your CTR. Now, don't be hell-bent upon bidding at a very minimum, because it doesn't make sense most of the times. So let's say if you have, so make sure you be a little flexible with your bids. Now, bid flexibility is really appreciated, because not that Google will go ahead and straight away charge how much ever you say, right? Google will automatically look at the auction, but give some breathing space, give some room in case they're not performing. If you find your CTR stagnant at the same percentage for a long time, and if you think there is room for improvement, keep increasing, just slightly increase your bids and see if that makes any difference. Or you can use bid adjustments by increasing a certain percentage of bid for certain devices, just to see if it actually makes an impact. If there is no impact by increasing the bids, then it doesn't make sense. But there will be chances, and there will be a possibility, there may be a possibility where your CTR goes up, where CTR can go up, CTR can go up while altering these bits. So make sure you don't miss out on that opportunity. If you're too scared to do it for all the ad groups, for all the keywords in the ad group, try it for one ad group and try it for maybe like 5 keywords. Just increase the bid and see if that makes any difference. If that increases your CTR, it means that you are not bidding enough, or you're not bidding competitive enough so that you can increase those bids for those keywords. Alternatively, if you think some keywords are not performing better at all, either remove those keywords or reduce the bids so that it gets balanced out. So that's about it when it comes to these 10 hacks about how do you improve your CTR when it comes to Google Ads. Thank you so much for being patient. Until next time, my name is Casey. Ciao.